Okay, so this is going to be dividing fractions. I'm sorry, dividing decimals. We're done with fractions. This is dividing decimals, and we have one of the little duck sheets, the ones where we have the puzzle and the answers on the bottom. And I told you that I was going to make a video for this worksheet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the problems. And what I want you to do is if you try the problems first. So you do number 1. Check to see if you get an answer down below. The answers are down below, right here. And when you get an answer, you're just going to cross it off. If you get where you get stuck, then continue on with this video. So right now, shut the video off and then do the problem. And then if you get stuck, you can take and start the video, watch the problem, and then stop. So, all right, so that's how I would like you to do this, is one step at a time, and then check your work. All right, so let's do the very first one. You tried by yourself. Now we're going to do it together. And I know I showed you a new way of dividing. This is the way your parents know. So it's not new to them. They're going to be excited because this is not new to them and they know this. With decimals, this is the best way. Plus, this is the algorithm that you're really going to need to know in the future, okay? All right, another name for dividing is find the quotient. Quotient is dividing, all right? So if you see this on a test, that's what it is. It's asking you to divide. All right, so we're going to see how many 7s go into 5.6, or 5 6/10. All right, so here we go. So right now 7 can't go into 5, so we can put a 0 up here. We want to keep this a nice neat row. 7 does not go into 5, so we put a 0 and we're going to move on to the next place. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 8 is 56. So it is 8. You can use your planner if you don't know your facts very much. You can use a multiplication table, but you cannot use a calculator. This is not what we're doing. We're going to do the multiplication table. All right, what do I do with the decimal though? What we're going to do is just move it up. It just goes up, goes right there. So the first answer is 0.8. All right, do I have a 0.8? Let's see, 0.8. There it is, 0.8. I'm going to cross that off. We're done with that one. Okay, so that's number 1. On my notes, I would write number 1. Now I'm going to do number 3. Okay, I'll do number 2. Getting ahead of myself a little. All right, we'll do number 2. All right, here's number 2. 5 divided by 15.3. Okay, so here we go. 5 does not go into 1, so we're going to go on to the next one. 5 does go into 15 3 times. I move my decimal up, so 5 times 3 is 15. I have 0 left. All right, so now I'm going to move down my next number, 3. Does 5 go into 3? No, it does not, so I put a 0 above the 3. I'm going to add a 0. I can add as many zeros after the decimal point as I want. Okay, so 5 does not go into 3. I'm going to bring down the 0. Does 5 go into 30? Yes, it does. It goes into it 6 times. 5 times 6 is 30. So 5 times 6 is 30, and there is 0 left over, and I have no more numbers over here. There is no more, so we're done. So the answer is 3.06. Is there a 3.06? There is a 3.06. Okay, so now we're going to do number 3, which was, so this was number 2. I'm writing number 2 so I can check that I have the work. I'm showing the work. Otherwise, I don't know if you used a calculator. Calculators don't work. Not for this. We're going to not be able to use them on the test. Now, do you see how nice and neat I wrote that? That's nice. Keep it nice and in order. All right, so now I'm going to pretend I'm one of you guys, and I'm going to use my multiplication table. All right, so 4 goes into 35. So I'm going to look down the 4 column, and I'm looking for the closest to 35. Ooh, 4 times 8 is 32. So it does not go into 3, so we're going to move from here over to here, and 4 times 8 is 32. So I'm going to take and minus that. 5 minus 2 is 3. Does 4 go into 3? No. All right, so now I'm going to bring down my 2. Does 4 go into 32? Yes, it does. It goes into it 8 times. Bring my decimal up. 8 times. The answer, and then there's nothing left. 32. There's nothing left. We're done. Okay, do we have 8.8? 8.8. There it is. Okay, so now let's do number 4. Number 4 is 6 divided by 21.6. Okay, so number 4, 6 divided by 21.6. I'm going to move that up there right now. Okay, so 6 goes into 20. I'm looking down my 6 column on my multiplication table. I have 18 or 24. Well, I can't go to 24, so I'm going to go to 18. 6 times 3. Oops. 3 is 18. All right, now I subtract 2, 1, 1. 11 minus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 3. And 1 minus 1 is 0. All right, now 6 cannot go into 3, so I'm going to bring down this 6. That comes down. 6 goes into 36 6 times. 6 times 6 is 36, so my answer is 3.6. Oh, it's right there. Okay, this is not that hard a sheet. And by the way, between each one, pause, like right now, stop, and you do number 5. All right, so now we have 3.3 divided by 6. All right, so now we're going to do inside, outside. Okay, so the first one goes inside. First number goes inside. The second number goes outside. All right, inside, outside. First number goes inside. Second number goes outside. If it was a fraction, the top number goes inside. The bottom number goes outside. All right, can 6 go into 3? No, it cannot. So we can put a 0 if we wanted. I'm going to actually move this up. That's what's nice. I got an endless amount of paper. All right, so 6 goes into 3, and 6 times 5 is 30. All right, and then we have 3 left over. I can add some zeros. I can add as many as I want. Okay, so 6 go into 3? No. Bring down that 0. Do you see how it's a nice in line, too? So bring down the 0. 6 times what goes into 30? Look down my multiplication chart on my 6's. 6 times 5 is 30. Okay, so I got 30. Draw a line. Minus, there's 0 left over. So the answer is 0.55. 0.55. There it is. Got nervous for a second. If I don't get an answer, first thing I'm going to check is did I write it down right? Because a lot of times we don't. That's like when the lawnmower won't start. First thing you do is check if there's gas. 6. 3.3 divided by 6. 6. 3.3 divided by 6. All right, inside, outside, which one goes in? Well, 3.3. That goes inside. 6 goes outside. Okay. All right. Didn't we just do this one? Oh, man. Did we just do this one? We did. I'm sorry. That was 6. We didn't do number 5. 30.3 divided by 6. All right. Number 5, actually. So this is 5. Okay. 6 is 30.3 divided by 5. I think that's what it was. 6. Oh, I have a sheet right here. I can look at that. 30.3. So this is, that was 6. This is 5. All right. 30.3 divided by 6. do have an eraser. And it's not working. All right, let's make it a 6. 30.3 divided by 6. All right. Inside, outside. Okay, 6 goes into 30 5 times. 30. All right. And there's 0 left over. Bring down my 3. 6 goes into 3 0 times. Bring down, okay, I'm going to add some zeros. Bring down a 0. 6 goes into 30 5 times. Okay, so there's 0 left. There we go. Now let's see if that's on there. 5.05. Yep, there it is. Okay. I think you're getting the hang of it. Follow that. Do these. If you have questions, come in the morning. But I think we've done enough where you get the idea. Okay? All right. Please try to finish all of these. Do the worksheet. Check your answers. Come in the morning if you have trouble.